Hello everyone, this is John Crate. We are back in Shadowrun Returns. Bunch of cat hair on my desk. Let me get some settings adjusted here. Okay. So when we last left off, we were about to go see what we had helped out, or we were looking for, well here. I already read this one in the voice, but we returned to meet Shannon Halfsky, who is a shaman who was going to summon some spirits for us. There she's right there. She's going to summon some spirits for us to see if that we could get any more information on the killer. And I cleared out the outside here. So now we can go inside and see what's that. You're about to transition? Yes. Spirit tech. You head inside the darkened warehouse with Shannon. Her eyes have that far-off gaze associated with looking into the astral plane. When the world changed, the Native American tribes made a resurgence as well, demanding a place in the new world. They got it. The Salashinde Council now represents 8.6 million Amerindians across a multitude of tribes. Salish, Maka, Sinsarak, and others. They've adapted to the awakening better than other nations, thanks to a deeper connection to the world, both physical and spiritual. You can see that connection live in Shannon now. You notice the shift in her focus as she returns to the present. She nods to you. She can sense the spirits in this place. Now you just have to find them. Let's go. Keep Shannon alive. Defeat the runner crew. Find the pay data the runners are after. Can I just shoot him? Okay, so she has a gun. But she also has magic, right? Okay, I thought she had like a basic magic attack too. Okay, she doesn't. So she'll just shoot him. Full Monty, come on, buddy. Aw, come on now. Jenny Hex, she has the basic magic attack. Get behind him. Ow. Okay, I think I'm going to have my guy back off a little bit. Might be a good time for a spell. I've got to keep her alive, so she's got to run away. Can hit adjacent targets at range of 6 or reduced accuracy. So this can... It can hit others, but I guess it just didn't. What other spells does she have? Something like that. Nice. Hey. Yes. Come on. Not much of a chance to hit him, but it's 50-50, so we might as well take a chance. You, get up. And get behind some cover, Jesus. Gotcha. Oh, is he too far outside? Or oh no, he's oh, whatever. She should probably heal. There are more enemies? Oh, probably hidden. Okay. Well, we want Big Boy going through the front door. She can check over here. She's not going through the door. Might as well reload. And he should reload as well. Okay, here comes a guy. %38 chance. Just go for it. Got him. Hey. Ha! Gotcha. Looks like there's somebody back over there, so Shekin's gonna move up a little bit. Oh, we got a few more. keep her behind some cover. This is our score. Oh. Hey, it can go through walls. I wasn't sure. I'm gonna reload. No, we're gonna attack first. Here, let's do this one. That's the last one. Okay, then never mind. We did it. Dropped something, too. Well, that was... Okay, that's what they were after. What do you say, Shannon? I will now summon the spirit. Ooh. Forgotten souls. The air grows cold, and the spirits of dead children coalesce from the vapor of your breath. Their cherubic faces are burned, and their lips quiver, as if they are about to cry. But their eyes are round and vacant, and they glare at you unblinking. We are the innocents who have perished in the flames, choking on smoke, as we fell from the sky, crying for our mothers. You bring anchors to your world, which was once home to us, and we will use them to testify. Show the first fetish to the spirits. We no longer see the world of flesh seeker, only the essence and the auras of living things. Sometimes, though, words may echo through the veil, and sometimes we may hear them. Last night, this place was filled with a scream that went on and on, drawing us to it. It was a man, crying out for a witness as he died. So we came to bear witness, but fled in terror before the malevolent spirit that profaned the man's remains. This spirit was other. It was not of this place. It had twisted its way through the veil and through the dark to come here. When the other had gone, and we returned to our vigil, we found two creatures of flesh. One you would call an elf, unsullied by technology and able to channel the energies of the cosmos. Yet his spirit was corrupted from within. He was dark and twisted, yet not like the other, so we did not flee. The second we knew to be a troll. Ribbons of his essence had been flayed behind him, leaving cold machinery behind. His aura was the aura of one simple and confused. Between elf and troll lay the remains of the man whose sister now chanced to us for justice. The elf. His essence remains in this place, where the man died. Something has been left behind. A small part of him, perhaps. Can you tell us any more? Spirits begins to fade, all but the one. Its eyes harden and takes full measure of you, as if to commit everything about you to memory. No, we must not stay. The spirit's gone. The young shaman releases her hold on the magical tether connecting her to the other realm. She reels from the backlash, or perhaps from the emotional toll of knowing her brother's last moments. They saw him. They were with him when he died. Are you all right? She takes a series of controlled breaths, only shuddering from the first few. No, but I will be. I don't want that for him. Not what these poor souls have endured. My brother deserves to be free. He will be once we find his killer. Yes, the elf and the troll. We have to find that piece of the elf the spirit spoke of. It is our best hope of stopping this. I also want to see if those... I doubt those gangers left anything behind. Or there's anything, like, new to check out, so yeah, I doubt it. We'll just go back here. DNA evidence. Blood. This is what the spirit... Okay, and return to the Seamstress's Union. This is what the spirits wanted us to find. The piece of my brother's killer. It's not much, but it's enough. She scowls at it, looking every bit like she intends to reach through the small sample and dismember its owner from afar. And perhaps she can. Let's see. Is that enough to target a spell? All I need is a drop, and adequate time. But I'm still feeling quite drained. I'll need to rest before I can try anything so involved. When I'm able, I'll commune with Bear, consult the spirits, and do what must be done. But in this meantime, you might take some portion of the sample to pursue a more conventional avenue of attack. I have some friends who might be able to help. Good. Let me know if you learn anything about this elf and troll pair. And should you find them, I want to be there when they are brought low. I want to see the light leave their eyes for my brother. There's no one else I'd rather have by my side. Okay, let's get out of here. After hours. When you return to the Seamstresses Union in the early hours of the morning, it seems a completely different place. Bereft of the normal crowd that haunts it, the bar feels desolate, almost abandoned. It's eerie, like the black hallways of hotels and shopping malls. But you finally have a break in your case, a sample of the Ripper's blood. You just need to find someone to help you analyze it. Without its colorful staff, cast of regulars imposing tourists, the Union feels hollow. The front bar and lounge are deserted, except for a handful of janitors. Mrs. Kubota's in the back. Yeah, I just swept there. I know the feeling, buddy. Gather around the intimate back bar. Mrs. Kubota and her courtier gather for... I'm not sure how to pronounce that word. I've seen it before, but I can't... and her group gather for breakfast, and the lady herself doing the cooking. The smell of soy calf, something, something, something. Well, Mr. Cluey, what do you have going on? Evening, sir. What's the word around town, Mr. Cluey? There's been more talk of the Ripper killings. Some people are saying they're hate crimes on account of the victims all being human. What if I told you the prime suspects were an elf and a troll? It still doesn't mean the killings are racially motivated. People are just too quick to label something a hate crime. Check the census. The city is still 66% humans. Close your eyes and throw a rock, you're more than likely to hit a human. Doesn't make it a hate crime. Still a crime, though, and that should be enough. This is the first real rise you've seen out of Mr. Cluey. But he reins himself in with a roll of his thick shoulders and the smoothing of his jacket. Don't worry. Not going to start throwing rocks. Wouldn't want to reinforce the stereotype. I'll leave it to your business, sir. Oh, hell, would you like some... Forgive me, oh my, but you look like hell. Thanks, just a long night. She looks you over, noting the signs of your nocturnal activities. She nods. Any run you can walk away from is a good run. I agree, good to be back in one piece. It's good to have you back. I can tell you have been busy, and I can see by the look on your face that there is something you need. Is this about the Ripper? Yep, I found some DNA evidence and need help analyzing it. That is excellent. I will unlock the piano so you may go downstairs. I am certain someone in the safe house will be able to help you if they are awake. It is likely you will visit the Matrix before the day is done. May I take a sausage? Take the whole plate. Not gonna turn down sausage. The digital world. You've been doing a lot of legwork on this job, but it's going to require a trip to cyberspace and back to ID the Ripper. The Matrix. The cybernetic analog of Inside the Grid. The worldwide computer network. Digital world. Information brought to life. Inside cyberspace. Your avatar does all the work, while your meat body's left behind. All around your avatar are pathways to other nodes filled with data. IC. Or I should say ICE. Counter-intrusion programs, and other jacked-in runners. Cyberspace has as many dangers as the meat world and more. Locked doors, security countermeasures, and black ice that can fry a Decker's brain. Every movement you make in the Matrix can be tracked if you aren't careful. Get dumb shocked out and your brain gets fuzzy for a bit. Get hit by an enemy Decker. And you can die. This is what my guy is built for, so... Oh, wait. No, that's just my stash, isn't it? That's fine. David Fry. Morning. You look like you've been up all night. You look like you've seen some action, too. I suppose I could use a shower. Here to buy equipment? Negative. I need a DNA analysis. Fry can help you out. Doc Castle's equipment isn't really set up for that. However, I could employ a semiconductor chip. It would decode DNA using a voltage change instead of light. That would eliminate the use of highly expensive equipment that would be required otherwise. I just read a journal about it, so the information is still fresh. Frankly, it should be easy. What do you want to know about it? The owner's identity, of course. That's beyond me. All I can get you is the gene code sequence. But that's where I come in. David, if you can get me that code sequence, I'm pretty sure we can track its owner down via a matrix run. Will do. Let me have the DNA you want. Give him the blood sample. John, when David gives me the sequence, I'll jack in and help you trace the blood sample back to its source. Let's see. Thanks, guys. If this works, we may find the Emerald City Ripper. No Drek? Wake up, Johnny boy. You've got work to do. And John, if you need any gear, I'll be right here. I just got a second wind. Meet you at my rig, John. We have 18 karma. There, let's get that all the way up to 7. That way we don't have to worry about it for quite a while. Okay, so I have to do that before I can do that. Okay, let's take a look. Decking a 5. Oh, I've got decking 4. Okay. So we need 5 karma now to get the upgraded to get this. We have the money. I could just buy it. No, I'll wait. I'll wait and see if we need it. I'll wait. Von Gross, what do you got? I got a flight recorder. Wouldn't happen to be an Ares flight recorder, would it? Some very powerful buyers are looking for that right now. I can get rid of it for you, say 20%. That leaves 2,000 for you. Well, I've got corporate. I know what I have. Make it 2,500 and it's yours. So we got some new money. Okay, Johnny. Thanks to the semiconductor-based gene sequencing information that David employed, we should have the information we need to track the Ripper in the Matrix. I'm really impressed with his results, considering it was his first attempt. He was utilizing an unproven technique he'd read about in a science journal, and he was working from memory on minimal sleep. Sounds fascinating. Maybe you can tell me more about it later. Yes! Maybe we can sit down with David and he can share his research, but let's stay focused. Here's what I'm thinking. We hit the Lone Star DNA database to see if our doctor has a prior criminal record. They have extensive DNA archives. Then we go hunting based on what we find. Let's hit the decks and jack into the Matrix. I can get into their private grid easily, but I've got to warn you. Once we're in, it could get a little rough. How much decking experience do you have? I've got 4. I'm pretty damn good. I've never done it before, but I'm pretty damn good. Great. I'll come with just in case any ice decides to crash our party. Okay, so now we can put some stuff on. So we have this. So we have a few things here. That's what we can do. What's the... Oh, that's to take it off. Heals yourself. Powerful attack directed at one program. Creates 4 squares of firewall that cause damage when they go through them. We've got create an attacker expert system program. The excruciating ecstasy of jacking your neural network into the digital world washes over you, grips you, crushes you into singularity, and expands you infinitely. You are one with the data stream. Welcome to the Matrix. So this is what he's using, huh? Execute attacker. Oh, so he also has an attacker. Heals. Reduces alarm state by 4. We're in. The arch will take us to the next node. So we want to go up here, huh? Yeah, you're gonna have to get closer, buddy. Come on, just hit him. That thing has no accuracy. Bam! The ice is down. Let's see if there's a match for this fingerprint. 100% match. Subject, Silas Forsberg. Status, deceased. Profession, chop shop surgical assistant. Priors, breaking and entering. Public indecency, 1 count. Brought in for questioning on accusations of unlicensed plastic surgery. No charges were filed. He's dead. So I guess we're going here. Get in. We have 53% chance to hit. Gonna have to get a little closer. Autopsy records. Silas Forsberg. Subject was found overdosed on half a dozen different sedatives. Several anti-anxiety medications were also found in his system. Face was mutilated, possibly self-inflicted. Identity could not be confirmed immediately due to the disfigurement. Had to check dental records to confirm. No next of kin. Large puncture wounds were found in several places on the body, possibly large bore surgical needles. Body had been decomposing for several weeks before the landlord noticed the smell and called the police when no one answered the door. This just keeps getting weirder. Well, there's only the one node left. Okay, well, we're getting up to here. Let's try some stuff. No, wait. No, that's... What is this? Oh, that started an alarm. That probably wasn't the best idea. That black ice could fire... Oh, that thing, huh? So that's the dangerous one. Black ice. Well then, let's do this one. Does this thing have any skills? Tar bomb. News article. Return on the subject for Silas Forsberg. The body of Silas Forsberg, a chop shop surgical assistant, was found in an apartment in Snohomish earlier this week. The body had been there for as long as a month when Forsberg's landlord noticed a rancid smell and contacted authorities. Lone Star representatives have issued a statement saying Forsberg's death has been ruled a suicide. According to reports, his body was a mass of puncture wounds, and the cause of death was determined to be an overdose of anti-stress medications and sedatives. The man's employer claims he was a dedicated employee, though he suffered from bouts of depression. Forsberg's next of kin could not be located, but the attorney appointed to his estate has located a will written weeks prior, leaving all of his belongings to a psychiatrist. The identity of the psychiatrist has not been released due to privacy concerns. Yet another sad end to a life that is far too common here in the sprawl. Now that might be something we can go on. Let's regroup and meet space for a bit. No, go through. Come on, buddy. You want to join us in meat space? I don't think he can, but follow us anyway. We're back. So here's what we know. Our DNA evidence belongs to a dead man, whose death was never explained. He worked with chop shops, which fits with the living guy that you've met. The Newsnet says he left his estate to a psychiatrist. Maybe finding out who his psychiatrist was will give us our next clue. My gut says we can deck into the medical board's records and reverse trace to this doctor. You in? Punch it, man. Confirm. All the same stuff. Let's go. There we go. Let's bring me closer. Okay, what do we got? Patient records. Medical records file for Silas Forsberg located. Pediatric record partial. One particular pediatrician's entry stands out from the rest. Child suffers from a chronic depression and social anxiety, which most likely caused by his physical abnormalities. We've seen many cases like this recently, with the outbreak of changeling children being born. With the aberrant physiology we're seeing, there is no telling what sort of brain functions are affected. Prescribed a series of sedatives last year that seemed to have no effect, upping the dosage. Well, that's the one we just did. Okay, 2030 to 2040. Missing or corrupted. Okay, how about 2040 to present? The file is quite large and takes well over an hour to read through. The final entry, however, is the most significant. It is written by Dr. Henry Holmes. Silas has overcome significant mental disorders and no longer goes through periods of violent episodes. Latest medications have proven especially effective, but I believe that being treated by another elf has significantly impacted his treatment. Unfortunately, my efforts to maintain an emotional boundary with him have proven challenging. He has bonded to me in an unhealthy and frankly an unnerving way. His hero worship exhibits itself in the form of mimicked speech patterns and adopting my dress. For this reason, and for the health of the patient, I am assigning another doctor to this case. I will inform him at his next session. Okay, now we gotta find out more about this Dr. Holmes. Ow. Ah, come on. Get some cover here and start shooting. Ow. Fine, you know what? Employment records located. Henry Hollings Holmes, PhD, MD, PhD. Current employment status. Dr. Henry Holmes currently holds the position of chief psychiatrist and administrator at Mercy Mental Hospital, Sahamish, Washington, UCAS. Check previous employers. Okay, interesting. Leave employment records. Bingo, back to meat space again. We gain 6 karma, so we can update that. Objective complete. Jack out on the LAN, discover Objective complete. Discover the identity of the Ripper. Talk to Johnny and Fry about reality is at the end of the day contextual. And as the meat world comes back into focus, your head once again tries to settle on which world is the real one. While the philosophical question lingers, your meat body demands food and drink. You disconnect from your deck to find the Union safe house has risen. Talk to David about it, huh? David looks almost as tired as you do. You can tell that this case has gotten under his skin like it has yours. Any luck in there? We found it an exact match for the DNA, but it was linked to a dead chop shop assistant by the name of Silas Forsberg. Now, I have my theories, but what do you think is going on here, John? The DNA evidence doesn't belong to the killer. I guess that's still a possibility. You seemed pretty sure when we got here that it did. What about Silas's autopsy report, though? Anything stand out? The face was so mangled that they had to use dental records to identify him. Good catch. That matches up with something I've seen runners try. It's easy enough to find a body shop that'll make a replica set of teeth for you. Find some schlub off the street with no one will miss, swap the teeth, and throw the heat off your trail for a while. Luckily, I've never been that desperate. But why would we need to go to those lengths? Did the police records have something linking him to a different crime? He had a prior for unlicensed plastic surgery. True. Wouldn't look too good on someone's record if they wanted to become a doctor. I think this is beginning to come together. The late Silas left all his belongings to a doctor, Dr. Holmes. Employment records have him as the administrator at Mercy Mental, and the picture on his file matches the person you saw downtown, the same person this DNA belongs to. All the evidence points to him being your killer, whoever he really is. Let's see. I should go find this Dr. Holmes and ask him some very pointed questions. Please pay him my respects. I always find that high-caliber rounds get the message across. You should definitely hire some friends and go loaded for bear. I sideloaded a ton of valuable data from those Lone Star Matrix modules. Here's your cut. You're not coming? I think my part here is done. You might want to go sticking your hand... You might want to go sticking your hand in the hornet's nest, but I'm a little more wary of the jobs I take these days. Fair enough. Hire runners. Hey, Gruberman, do you have any cool weaponry for me? How long have you been in this trade, Buster? Well, let's see here. I left Cal Free on July 8th, 2038 at 6:13 in the morning. It was a Thursday. From there, I wandered a bit. Applied my skills as a merc in a half-dozen wars, official or otherwise. Never did take to running the shadows like some of the boys I knew. Too subtle for my tastes, I suppose. Surely there was no shortage of full-scale engagements to be had, so I didn't want for work. Might still be doing it today if I hadn't lost the arm. How'd you lose it? It was all so stupid. Some Azzies were lobbing smokers behind our lines, more to mess with us than anything else. I decided to toss one back. And did it just figure that the one I grab ain't a smoker. I got it off, but only just barely. Shredded my old arm, but good. Got plenty other scars to remember the moment by as well. But the arm was the big one. So take a word of advice from an old soldier. Make sure you're never holding a grenade in one hand, unless you just pulled the pin with the other. Now, if I haven't given you reason to doubt my professional competence, how about we talk turkey? What can I get you? See what you got, buddy. What kind of rifles do you have? A specialist assault rifle. That's probably the biggest one. I wish I could see what I have. Oh, view stash. No, that's not. I want to see what I'm wearing. Damage 10, range long, capacity 24. 12, range long 36. So it's not a huge upgrade in damage. Oh, it was right here. It tells me I have that one. Dude. So this one does the same damage, is cheaper, just has and it doesn't hold quite as much ammo. Oh, I can have them both. I don't know how that helps me, really. Well, actually, like, I could probably just sell him that gun. I mean, I don't need it. Also, we did want to up our decking. Then we'll start working on ESP control. So for ESP control, we're gonna need 9 to get that up to 5. Oh wait, I need to look at equipment. I want to unequip it. Oh, I want to unequip my weapon, is the thing. Whatever. I don't need the money right now anyway. Okay, so he sells this stuff. So I can get this now. So now I can have 5 programs and 2 ESPs. So I'll buy some more programs and ESP. I'll buy another ESP and 1 more ESP and 2 more programs. So I want to sell that. Okay, I can sell it now. So you can have this. Thank you. Okay, let's see what you have. I want programs. Blaster level 2 would be good. Shield would be good. And then I need to get an ESP. I'm guessing I have to go to Johnny Clean for that, though. Or wait, no. What happened to the ESPs? Oh, here we go. Why aren't they listed here? Oh, because... Okay, these are consumables. Okay, I didn't realize that it would use them up when I did it. Exploder expert. That sounds interesting. And let's load up on those two this time. Need to hire a crew. Shannon Half-Sky costs nothing. I want her with me. And our old team was pretty good. Yes, let's go. Gotta blow my nose first. Okay. Let me get the game back here. Mercy Mental Hospital. The blood you found at the warehouse belongs to a man masquerading as one Dr. Holmes. We've tracked him to Mercy Mental Hospital, located in the notoriously anti-metahuman farmlands of Snohomish. The drive to the hospital is long and unpleasant. Finally, you reach the walled and gated hospital compound. Despite the pretense of security, the gate is unguarded, unlocked, and open. No one stops or greets you as you drive up to the large crumbling building. Gothic ramparts, top a damaged roof, cracked walls and broken windows. All around the building is a lawn gone wild. Only the artificial light from within speaks of inhabitants. You walk up to the hospital steps to confront Sam Watts' killer and bring an end to the Emerald City Ripper. Yep. Here we go. Welcome, sir. What business brings you to Mercy Mental Hospital? I'm here to see Holmes, Dr. Holmes. Ah, new customer. Please wait in the common room up ahead. I'll notify the good doctor. Anything else? He'll be with you in a moment. Okay, everyone, come on. Please stay within the cafeteria. What's this? It's an automated medication dispensary. It doesn't recognize you, so nothing happens. Lorraine. Hey, guy. Have you seen Josie? I don't think so. I know, right? I haven't seen him in days. Dr. Phillip told me not to worry about it. He says I worry too much. But who am I supposed to play chess with? Donnie over there can't suss more than match 4. Josie sounds like quite a guy. What does he look like? Well, he's big, and he's got a big gold ring. The doctors let him keep it when he got here. Sometimes he lords it over us, but I'm sure if I had a ring like that, I would do the same. He says he won it playing for the Screamers in the Super Brawl years back. Huh. That's a rough profession, urban brawl. Not too rough for Josie. He says he went whole seasons without any injuries. He was usually playing Outrider, though. Will you at least help me look for him? I have this key I swiped off the day guard, but they keep a close eye on us. If you could have a peek in the infirmary and see if there's a recording or something. He might just be in the cool-off room and they won't tell me. I'll see if I can find some. I can do that for you. Really? Really? Great. I wish everyone was as nice as you. Not like my mom. So we got a key. Donnie. What do you have to say, Donnie? Hello, stranger. You look new here. Are you new here? I'm looking for Dr. Holmes. I don't really think you really want that. Not really. What's that supposed to mean? Around here, you don't want to attract the attention of the doctor. If you stay quiet, life is much easier. Much easier. I'm John. Who are you? That's Donnie. That's my name. Donnie. D-O-N-N-Y. I knew I didn't recognize you. I know everybody in this place. Everybody. Well, everybody in the first 2 floors. How long have you been here, Don? It's Donnie. D-O-N-N-Y. And I don't know for sure. What year is it? What year actually is it in this game? I don't know. They only let us watch pre-approved Tritio discs. Some of the patients can have violent reactions to seeing the outside world again. Doing a health and safety check for the corporate office. Well, you don't want to talk to me. I don't work here. I'm not crazy enough for that. What's this? Clock stopped. Probably displaying a time from 40 years ago. Okay, so I can't get in there. That door is locked. What's this? A computer. Come on. Get out of the way. Come on, everybody. I need you to move so that I can try to access this computer. Why can't I do it? Well, we can do this at least. The stench of blood and mold gets ever stronger as you move closer to the infirmary. Well, that's not ideal. That doesn't look super great over here either. That's an arm. A severed arm lies next to the zipped body bag. The arm looks human and appears neatly severed at the elbow. There's a large gold ring on the index finger. Its owner is probably the occupant of the bag. Take the ring. You slip the heavy ring off the cold finger and feel its weight in your hands. Inside is an engraving. It reads Screamers 2048. Poor Josie. Surgical cart is strewn with gruesome tools, motorized saws, and metal vices. Unlabeled Trivid disc. You find an unlabeled Trivid disc. You have no way of playing back the disc at this time. Well, we got a computer. Patient information for Josiah C. Dawson is open. Read the medical history. Josiah C. Dawson, 7/18/2015. 1.9 meters, 95 kilograms, and he's retired. No medications. Post-traumatic stress disorder. Status deceased. Read the notes. Patient had undocumented cyberware on the left arm, as well as multiple pieces of shrapnel in various locations. Complications would likely arise if transplanted to another host. The rest of the body is in excellent condition and can be used to improve other subjects, as well as fulfill some custom requests. Yeah, here we go. I guess we gotta go deliver some bad news. I'm sorry, Lorraine. I'm not sure how to put this. Did he get released? Maybe you should have this. You mean he... Oh, God. Well, thanks for your help. The noise of a scratchy pace system blasts through the room. Attention, John Crate. Please report to the North Hall to meet with the administrator. I'm sorry, Lorraine. I really am. Yep, that's the guy. The elf standing before you may quite possibly be the ugliest elf you've ever seen. Yeah, we've read this before. How can I help you? Dr. Holmes, I presume. You're a hard man to reach, especially considering you're dead. I'm sorry, who's dead? Let's see. Let's see. I know you killed the real Holmes, and I know you're running around town carving up people for parts. My word, such a violent paranoia. It's a pity. But what should I expect? This is a place for broken things, after all, and you are so very broken. Guards. Hey. Okay, okay. That's enough now. Guard's key. Open the door. Bam! There we go. Move up. Okay, that looks like a dead end. Maybe not. I want to get over there and see if I can do anything with that door. Nearby intercom speaker crackles to life. The voice of Dr. Holmes begins to blare from it. Attention all personnel. We have a dangerous patient loose inside the facility. Subject is a male human, but may be coordinating with other violent offenders. Use all necessary force. I need a drink. Doesn't look like there's anything I can do about that door. So I guess we'll go back this way. What? Well, that guy's in there. Is there really nothing I can do about over here? I mean, you might as well do see just. I guess not. Okay, I guess we've got to get them all to the door. Okay. Halls of disrepair. As you venture deeper into the asylum, you see that the inside is every bit as bad as the outside. Gone is any attempt to uphold sanitary hospital aesthetics, with peeling paint, cracked floors, and exposed conduits. The pretense of medical care is shattered. In this modern era, Mercy Mental Hospital is a throwback to the barbaric asylums of old. Prisons and torture chambers, rather than places of healing. It's clear that Dr. Holmes is spending his money on something other than this facility. You continue on. Holmes can only run so far. So, gotcha. Jeez. Oh no! That wasn't good. Hey, it's an inmate. Help him out. Because they didn't take too much damage. Doesn't seem to be anything we can interact with over there, so I guess we just move up. Oh, violent patient. He's going to actually attack us, isn't he? Intercom begins speaking as soon as you approach. Holmes must be watching from somewhere. You don't understand, do you? This is a place for broken things. But only by further breaking them can they be remade. And so we must break you. Heal his wound. Thank you. Oh, come on, leave her alone. Doesn't look like there's anything in there. Any enemies that we can actually target? It looks like there might be something down here. Can I heal again? When can I do that? Oh, come on. Ooh, what's this? A ley line. Here, if they're just running away, that's fine. I don't know if I was supposed to kill all of them. Miss, really? Yeah, I was going to say, I need you to go down. Thank you. Reload. Around the corner. There he is. At least I think that's him. What do we got for spell? Fireball. Oh, it requires 2. Never mind. Nice shot. Oh, he's running. Oh, it looks like he's gonna... Is he gonna go after the doctor as well? Oh, right in the back. Do we really have to kill this guy? Let's just get everybody in here, I guess. Yeah, we do. The surgical cart contains a gate key. The smell of rotting flesh is immense. The remains appear to be from multiple metahumans. There's an unlabeled Trivid disc in the second drawer. Is there anything else in there? Because... So that wasn't the doctor then. We gotta go up here. Let's reload. While we're waiting for these two. From another intercom, Dr. Holmes continues. Someone once told me that I was a broken thing. But he also said I could remake myself. He wanted to break me down, so I could put myself back together again. And I did. But only after I broke him. I could remake you as well. What wonderfully twisted thoughts must churn in a mind such as yours. But I'm more inclined to use you for parts. Oh dear. Oh dear. There you go. That guy, let's just hit him. Oh, come on now. Okay, I'm not seeing anything else we can, like, click on, so let's go. Come on, Shannon. We're here to get revenge for your brother. Get behind cover. Probably shouldn't bunch up. They probably have a grenade. Ah. There we go. Good shot. What's this? By all means, come. You have proven yourself a truly fine specimen. I can think of 100 uses for one such as you. A Trivid player holds a collection of personal diaries. Some of the video files are missing. Insert and play Tridio number 1. Got some cutout chips in last week. Tried them out on the patients with violent flashbacks, hoping it would at least mellow some of them. It was like night and day. Once the chip was installed, all of their psychotic break triggers were blocked. Mrs. Yuskin has gone 4 days without attacking the staff or herself. In today's interview, Miss Yuskin told me she hated her legs. She said they were stumpy, unattractive. I haven't done a transplant in years, but I offered to give her new legs. Her face lit up like it was Christmas. At least her cutout can block out the surgery and painful recovery process. I put in an order to the organ grinders to send me anything leggy. Maybe I'll get some elf legs in and see how she likes them. I was walking to the organ grinders downtown. There was some kind of event happening at Mega Media. They had a puppet there from Maria Mercurial's label with a Panafix chip installed, making her an exact doppelganger. They were just using her to hawk some SimSense re-release of a Mercurial live show. But it gave me an idea. The cutouts, the body modifications, and my healthy supply of patience. I'm perfectly set up to be a Bunraku fixer. If I can find a supplier for Personafix chips, I can sell full-service Bunraku, even program the behavior trees. Found a buyer for my first Bunraku. A man in the Barrens offered me 20,000 for the female troll I've been modifying. He likes them big, he says. All that's left is to arrange delivery. He says he can put me in touch with some more buyers if I can accommodate special orders. Those morons' lives are already over anyway. The least they could do is line my pockets. So that's, yeah, that's kind of where we're at with this, I guess. I was wrong about it being about repossession of organs that were sold. He's going to reload first. The Emerald City Ripper. Before he was a medical lab, turned torture chamber. Smell of old blood and decayed flesh permeates the room. Gory stains speak of the body's fluid spilled without regard for well-being or hygiene. Their bodies, probably former patients trapped in hideous machines, enduring horrific experiments. The subjects you can see all appear dead. Any that aren't must wish they were. You've chased Holmes to his lair. Just as his face reveals an ugly soul, so does his safe haven, it would seem. Holmes, Silas, the Emerald City Ripper, the elf is a monster beyond compare. It's time to end this. It is. Another intercom cackles at your elbow. One solid blow would offer a few moments of blessed silence. This is also a rare chance to get a word in on the good doctor, who greets you with more of his chittering laughter. You are a persistent one, a fine specimen indeed. You both know how this ends, so let's get to it already. Patience, patience, we're not done here yet. I have one last examination to conduct. Petezel, subdue them. Ooh, so that's a thing. Oof. That's... Ah! Stop it. Yeah, get off of her. Let's see. Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. She needs to heal somebody here. Heal me. Also throw some magic his way. Oh, Jesus. Can't you do anything right, Pitziel? Pitez, whatever the fuck his name is. She is hurt as well. Let's get her to back off a bit. Oh, for... There. Oh, jeez. Oh, he's got a little magic to him as well. There, we defeated him. There, that helped a little. He's stunned. Dang. Give me better aim. No! There we go. There was something here, wasn't there? At least there was during the battle. Holmes drops to the ground, the light of his eyes fading fast. But something keeps the shriveled husk of his soul stuck to this mortal coil for a few moments more. This is a place of broken things. I remake them. She asked me to remake her. Imagine one more laugh, his glazed eyes rolling towards a workbench across the way. She was playing both of us. Yay, I got an action point. And we got 8 karma. And with the final bloody whimper, the Emerald City Ripper bleeds his last. Well, let's see if there's anything that we can do here. There is this. Holmes' workbench falls somewhere between coroner slab and medieval torture device. It is decorated in the many colors of death and littered with the instruments of that trade. To one side, there is a leather-bound journal stuffed with uneven pages. To the other is a procsec, its small screen still glowing. Beneath the bench is a rolled sheaf of papers held closed with a tied length of surgical tubing. See, this bench has clearly played host to numerous bodies over its lifetime. It includes limb restraints as well as skeletal traction mechanisms. At this table, Holmes likely dismembered bodies, or quite possibly put them back together. The tackiness of the blood suggests it has been used relatively recently. Skim the journal. Leafing through the pages, you find few intelligible entries. Holmes may not have been a real doctor, but his handwriting certainly fits the stereotype. Stuffed in the last few pages is a copy of a disinterment order from a local cemetery, with the grave's occupant marked as Melinda Watts. Access the secretary. Holmes is still logged in, granting you access to his currently loaded files. Prominent among them is a hospital report from a donor program. It lists the organs besides the names and vital statistics of the recipients. Your eye catches Sam Watts' name beside the entry for liver. Also on the list are the Ripper's other known victims, along with several others who may have shared the same fate. There's also a large sum of Nuyen, which can be easily transferred to your account. Thank you. So Sam's sister, used this service to get Sam's liver. Why would you want his liver if he was that drugged out, though? Examine their old sheet of paper. Unfurling the large sheet of paper, you discover a diagram of the human female form rendered to an impressive level of detail. It appears to be the blueprint for making Holmes's very own monster. Bunraku. His chip slot is still fresh, the open wound pink and wet and lurid. His voice drips innuendo, but his eyes say nobody's home. Well, hello there. Did you come to play? Oh, thanks, I just want to know what's going on. Forget him. I'll tell you anything you want. I'll do anything you want. I'll be your little playmate by her name. She's assembled in a standard config, face of a schoolgirl, body of a stripper. You'd need some thick beer goggles to miss the work she's had done. Can we do anything for them? Personifex chip wiper. Can we use it on him? His eyes focus and his hand raises slowly to touch his head wound. The fingers come away wet and sticky. Panic twitches at the corners of his mouth and he surveys the room. First you, then the girl, then down his own body, which is no longer his. What am I? Maybe that wasn't the best thing in the world. As you approach the exit, you realize that Shannon lingers quite a few steps behind. Looking back, you see that she is half-turned, looking pensively toward the horror show of Holmes's lab. Finally feeling your eyes on her, she faces you and raises her head in a proud, almost defiant manner. We have done much good here tonight. We have removed 2 vile creatures from this world, and so ended a growing shadow they cast upon the city. Our paths crossed and joined, and we did this thing together. But now here our paths must divide. I could sure use your help with what's coming. And I'm sure I could use your help with what I must do next. A distant cry of pain echoes down from somewhere above, and the young shaman pauses to listen to the tortured sound. There is still much work to be done, for both of us. But what must be done differs for each of us. I came here to find justice for my brother, and that has been done. His spirit can now find rest. There are other victims of the Ripper, both alive and dead, who still struggle to be at peace. Many of them are here in this place, filling the walls with their torment. I cannot leave them behind. But the spirits have something else in store for you. A different path. You must finish what you've begun. You must confront the first evil that fostered the one we have just ended. I suppose I can respect that. Thank you. Thank you for everything. Because of you, my brother's killer has met swift justice, and justice of the only sort such a man as Holmes deserved. Death. I will now set to the task of healing those he has left behind. For every madman we faced here tonight, there are a dozen innocent souls, crying out in need. The spirits of the departed will also need help in passing, or else I fear they may become like those we met in the hangar. They all deserve my help. And what about Lone Star? They can't be far behind. When they enter that room back there, they will have no thoughts other than thoughts of promotion. With the Ripper in hand, my brother will be forgotten, along with all the other victims. But so too will I. They will not be a problem. Whether that's true or not, Shannon's confidence and very presence seem capable of making it true. I wish you good luck, John. I hope you can find the same justice for your friend that I found my brother. I appreciate that. And good luck to you. Loose ends. The ride back to the Seamstresses Union is quiet compared to the pandemonium left behind at Mercy Mental Hospital. Lone Star Squad cars pass you on the road, sirens blaring, no doubt in response to the aftermath of your showdown with the late Dr. Henry Holmes, the Emerald City Ripper, the man who violently repossessed the internal organs of Sam and Jessica's mother, Melinda Watts. And although the killer is dead and his grip on the city is broken, it's clear he wasn't working alone. There were loose ends aching to be tied. The taxi turns into Redmond Way, cruising past now familiar landmarks until the Seamstresses Union, in all its decadent, seedy glory, materializes between swipes of its overworked windshield wipers. Time to evaluate your next move. Okay, so I misread how that was going down. So, they were repossessed organs. Okay, so Melinda was the mother. That's my mistake. That's why I misread that. Melinda was the mother. So yeah, they were repossessing organs that they got them. That's what I thought originally. So that is what happened to them. It's just there were some other really terrible things going on there as well. The union is quiet this afternoon. Salarymen and wage slaves have migrated into nearby offices and suburbs to dabble in the exotic yet. Hey Johnny, how you doing? Denny Clean's talking with Cherry Bomb and Mrs. Kubota when you walk up. We were just talking about you, John, and the Emerald City Ripper. Ironic that you tracked a serial killer to a mental hospital. Johnny Clean told us where you were going, oh my. We have been waiting for you to return. You seem pretty interested. Of course we're interested. We each have our reasons for wanting the killer found. Sam was a regular here, and his loss has been felt, regardless of his shortcomings. The whole sprawl has been shaken by these killings as well, the randomness of them. No one knows if they will be next or what the killer might take from them. I admit that the killings have hampered business as well. I am sorry, but it is true. It does not help that Sam's body was found down the street from here. Even my regular customers have been loath to venture out with a killer on the loose. Now tell me, oh my, did you find the person responsible for the Ripper murders? Not exactly. I got the bastard who wielded the scalpel, but whoever's pulling the strings is still out there. Someone's pulling the strings of a serial killer? It sounds more complicated than I suspected. It is. The head of an asylum was killing specific people to harvest organs, to harvest specific body parts. All of the transplanted organs came from the same donor, Melinda Watts, Sam's mother. It looked like he was putting her back together. Okay. So that's how it was. So Melinda Watts was used for parts. That's what Sam meant when he said that his mother helped him out. He got her organ. Okay. So she was the one there, but then oh, okay. So Melinda Watts was there. She killed herself, and Sam got her organ, and her other organs were spread out all over to other people. The daughter hired the Ripper to get all those organs back and put the mother back together. They are silent as the news sinks in. So Sam had an organ transplanted from his mother, and then the Ripper killed Sam and all those other people just to reassemble Sam's mother? That's about the size of it, yeah. I sense a cause and effect in this. Coyote and Jake Armitage just left here to attend Sam's funeral. I am told that there will be a reinterment ceremony for his mother as well. His sister invited me to the funeral and the reinterment when I met her here. Think his sister Jessica had something to do with it? Hang on. I saw Sam's sister when she was here the other day. She was as corp as they come, but I can't imagine a lady like that behind a series of murders. There's got to be something else going on. It's clear that you must go to the funeral and talk with Jessica Watts, John. And I need to pay my respects to Sam. Of course. Miss Komodo raises her hand and the conversation stops. Wait, before you go, there's one thing you did not tell us, John. Where is the Emerald City Ripper now? Well, he isn't in... I think you know where. Hi, that is good. Is there anything... or anyone to talk to here? I don't have a reason to go downstairs. Mr. Cluey, what do you know? Welcome back, John. Good to be back, Mr. Cluey. What's the latest news? Feel like I should be asking you. Word around here was that you were closing in on the Ripper when you last left. Dare I ask how that went? Sam's killer has met his end. Sam would be grateful, I'm sure. And yet your shoulders are no more relaxed, and you still survey the room like a man who has yet to return from war. This isn't over, is it? The Ripper may have been killing on someone else's orders. I was hoping this would soon be all behind us. The Barons has a short memory, but for wounds such as these, it makes an exception. To see this prolonged, I fear for how it may forever change the landscape. Gangs have already started to take advantage of the chaos left in the Ripper's wake, and that only serves to destabilize what semblance of order there was, paving the way for the megacorps to make land grabs and push more sinless further to the fringes, where the dangers are greatest. Sooner or later, even the Union could be threatened. It would take an army, Mr. Cluey. Maybe a couple. Take care, John. And that's where I'm going to have to leave it for today. So, next time on Shadowrun Returns, we will be going to Sam's funeral and having what sounds like will be an interesting talk with his sister Jessica. So, as usual, this is John Crate signing out.